Very good morning, Dr. Shaji Gudiyat and my beloved homeopathic friends. I thank the organizers to give me an opportunity to talk on homeopathy for some time in this Sunday morning. So now the current situation is always important with regard to the COVID-19. See, almost everybody knows what's the cause of the COVID-19 infection and how the coronavirus is infected, how it is spread, and it is established that it's only a virus disease, which shows symptoms ranging from common cold to that Middle East respiratory syndrome or to SARS. And we all homeopaths have experienced many cases of COVID infection, and we could successfully treated almost all the cases without any complications, with a few days treatment, maybe 1 week maximum, and we could contain it also. And see, light is less or not. Anyway. It is very sure that homeopathy has got a very good significance in the treatment and prevention of COVID-19 infection. And see, what are the common treatments available in case of COVID-19 infection? We can notice that I will introduce myself as the former principal and assistant director of National Homeopathy Research Institute in Mental Health. And recently I have been retired, and now I am working in a multi-speciality hospital. About 350 bed hospital it is there. Almost all the specialties are well established. And I am seeing the day-to-day admission management of COVID cases also in such hospitals. See, there are different measures taken by the government and the public and the local authorities, such as social distancing and sanitization and mask using, and in other cases quarantine, lockdown and other social measures are being taken. And the people have been put into a very great fear due to incidents of a very big illness, very big and grave disease is coming. Almost all the people, we are seeing that. The people are very much afraid. So something is going to happen to me and my family, so we should get very much careful. And people are scared of that also. And this makes the medical industry to think of utilizing it profitably. I'm telling only one. And therefore, see, the patients are admitted. Patients are taken care for 1 week. The minimum medicine is being given paracetamol. And in essential cases, they are giving some other medicines also. Antibiotics and such other medicines are being given. And exorbitant rates also are being charged. This is not a situation of India alone. It is the situation all over the world. If a person happened to be infected with a COVID-19 virus, this patient has to fear something, and they will get admitted and they will get treated, and they spend huge amounts. Whereas in our case of homeopathy, we need to spend only minimum amount to manage this COVID-19 infection. And the words of homeopathic doctors that we are able to treat and we are able to prevent, this is not being heard by any of the health authorities. Now see, vaccine has been implemented, and government is in huge urge to inoculate all the population in our country, not only in our country, almost all over the world. Vaccination is the most fascinated word in the common man's mind. So people are rushing for vaccination, and huge amount is being collected on this regard from the persons as well as from the government by these vaccine companies. See, the current vaccines we are using are Oxford University's AstraZeneca Covishield vaccine and Bharat Biotech's Covaxin are being distributed and inoculated in our country. And the surety of this vaccine is not established. This is the most fun of it. If I am using the vaccine, I should be free from the infection at least for 1 year. And nobody tells me that this is the vaccine and you will be free of infection in coming years. It is not being told. Now, so far, about 1 crore and 87 in Business India today. To Business Today, it is the news has come by 17th of March. 1 crore and 55,000 population have been administered vaccine in India. And see, if such vaccination is being followed, it will take 2.36 years to complete vaccination of our population in our India. To complete this 2.36 years is required. So then what is the use of this? How much period this COVID infection will retain here, and whether this vaccine is 100% effective or not, whether we are safe of after inoculating, after taking this vaccine, whether we are safe or not. We are not safe. They are telling very well. They are telling that you have to continue your mask, using sanitization, social distancing, and all these measures has to be continued even if we are giving vaccine. So it means vaccine is not effective. They are not ready to tell that also, but vaccine has to be sold out all over the world. And now when this unwanted or unproved or uncertified medicines without any guarantee. See, I am seeing many patients, those who are exhibiting various sort of allergic reactions after taking vaccination. And there are incidences that people have expired of taking vaccination also. But who will take responsibility of these incidences? Either the company should take the responsibility or the government should take the responsibility. That is not there. So we are purely unsecure, not we ourselves, but total population is unsecure and is being injected by something for something purpose. So here we want to think what we can do. See, as all of us are aware, many years, homeopathy has invented about 230 years of years, 1990, and since then we are using our preventive medicines effectively in the incidence of epidemics and pandemics occurring all over the world. There are so many instances. For these homeopathic doctors and this community in front of me, we need not explain that, but it is effective. The clearly selected, scientifically selected homeopathic medicines are effective for treatment as well as for prevention. So, all the homeopathic medicines are, each and every homeopathic medicines are selected on the basis of the its efficacy on healthy human beings. Always there is a question that homeopathy is scientific or not. Is it a placebo or is it a clear medicine or not? But the efficacy of homeopathic medicines are proved by using it on healthy human beings, and that is the scientificity for homeopathy that everybody knows. We are we are using absolutely scientific homeopathic medicines as per the symptoms. Individualized treatment is being given according to the symptoms exhibited by the patients alone. And Dr. Hahnemann himself has suggested that these medicines can be used as preventive also. This is later on, this sort of treatment is mentioned as genus epidemicus. So since I have been in charge of that Kottayam Homeopathy Research Institute, many occasions we were giving preventive medicines, particularly for dengue fever and for chikungunya. For chikungunya, we have given about 49 1,000 population we have given, and it is effective that. It is found to be effective. Bryonia alba 30 given as preventive is effective in containing the spread of disease in Alleppey and Koilon districts. We did it, and the materials have been published also. And there were so many other publications, not only in CCRH, and many other organizations also has published effectively that homeopathy has got a role in the prevention of epidemic diseases. And here also, the homeopathic principle has not changed. We are giving the prevention as per the law of similars, and it is effective. Why it is not being promoted, and why it is not being supported by the government? And we suffered a lot, and to the maximum, and we ourselves, our respected Snail sir also is there, and we have filed even case that we should be given opportunity to contain the disease. The government is silent. Why it is? We have to think about that. And why it is being silent means only one thing that I want to tell. If the homeopathy medicines are established in containing this virus disease spread, the name of the homeopathy will be highlighted by the most of the people in all over the world. We have to understand that about 50% of the population all over the world are using homeopathic medicines. And homeopathy has been established as the second important science in medical science all over the world also. So a great number of people are looking for alternative systems of medicines to avoid contraindications of medicines from modern medicines. They need and they promote holistic systems of medicines. We want to support it also. And if we are prevented, one way or other, homeopathy will be sidelined, and the big mafia or business community will come forward. So that we are experiencing now. Now, what is to be done? That we have to examine. This is the most important thing I want to tell. This is not the only one instance. From the incidence of homeopathy itself, it is being sidelined, and homeopathy is not given the chance to improve. Proper research in this homeopathic science is not being established. Government is not giving chances and not giving funded for homeopathic system. Government has identified that homeopathy has got a relevance, and the large number of people are believing in homeopathy, and they have started homeopathy, and from to geriatric conditions we have got effective medicines. So many clinical evidence are there with us. And being in charge of that institute, National Homeopathy Research Institute, and also as a senior consultant of the newly erected multi-speciality hospital, I am treating so many cases of chronic nature, particularly lifestyle diseases, cancer, behavioral sciences, and childhood psychiatric conditions. In all these conditions, where allopathic or Ayurvedic system don't have an answer, we could give an answer, we could manage the patient, but the main is that we are not properly trained by the government. you and me, you means all of us are trained by our own efficiency, and whether the government has given the chances to work with a multi-speciality hospital, whether we have been trained in a radiology department, whether we are aware of the imaging technology, modern imaging technology and its prospects, and whether we are fully trained in biochemistry and pathological investigations. So in all these conditions, we have been kept underdeveloped. This hampers the confidence of our young people. See, I am always expecting our young brothers to come forward that I am a doctor. Here, that feeling should not be affected. So, if that feeling should be there, the government should select the people on the basis of merit. Yes, it is being happened. Government select the people on the basis of merit, along with the modern medicine, Ayurveda, Siddha, everything. AIPGT examination also is being conducted for PG examinations. And so meritful candidates only are selected since very long period in this homeopathy selection also for undergraduate and postgraduate education. Then what the government is being done, there is a responsibility to the team and responsibility to the government. Turmoil, they should be saved. If the person is not being properly educated, it should be provided. And whether training is being given, the clinical training should be given. Aptitude for clinical research has to be established, and they should be trained in clinical research. All these things are being avoided, and simply in many of the colleges, people are coming out as doctors. They are passing, they can write down after their academic achievement or by due to their intelligence and skill, they will develop. Then what they are going to do in front of the patient, they are acting as doctors. How? We should understand that most of the people coming to our clinic are well getting better care or better direction or better guidelines from us. I am very well sure that most of our children means our young doctors, are not competent enough to support the patients by giving proper information. This is the lacuna of our system. Now we have to change. Our government has to come forward with this proper support. And the private homeopathic medical colleges has to provide enormous facility to all these supportive systems, along with the homeopathy, organon, materia medica, repertory, medicine, forensic medicine, and all. But the one
Any problem? Sound is lagging and around it muted. Anyway, very, very excellent speech delivered by Dr. Janardhan Nair. I do appreciate it heartily and heartily because you are given all the statement is correct. But one thing we have to think about. One thing we have to think it deeply ourselves because our disparity, our disobedience, our discooperation, having this, making this trouble all. Two homeopaths having three opinions. Three homeopaths having 5 opinions. This type of calamity is going on. Like nobody will success. Because all the things said by Dr. Tajia Pujat since last day, 5:32, this morning itself, he's sitting. He's sitting alive. I'm telling that word. He's sitting alive and listening and commenting everything. But such a character No other doctors are showing it. Our forum is having the 4,000 members. Now, what is the number of we having now? It is very sad. It is very sad and disappointed. Because of the disparity. I'm not mentioning any names of any associations. That association telling it is not IHC. Other than telling like this. So all the nobody is going to be unite together. Nobody is going to be showing the disparity. That's the thing we are facing. You delivered very hardly. The government is not given. How the government give? First of all, we should unite one as a single homeopath and a Manian homeopathy. We are not make that one. Then why should I accuse the government? Why should I accuse other people? Those who are not doing the homeopathy. First of all, we should have our own concrete decisions. Then only we will achieve. Otherwise, very difficult, very difficult. I'm much sad, I'm much disappointed in this age because I hardly worked since my childhood, my students' field over. But I have not seen any fruitful results so far because of this leadership campaigns. Everybody is thinking about their leadership. Everybody is thinking about that leadership is correct. He should come down. See all the leadership papers. Unite together. Make one word. Make one thing. Then we give the suggestion to government. Government took up. I myself formed a IHA, Indian Homeopathic Association. What happened to me? I'm disappointed, totally disappointed, dropped out. Still that association is continuing some of the matters. I'm seeing it. Everybody showing this their slides and everything. But my motivation is something else, something different. Nobody cooperates. One association, they're not cooperating with us. That's why it is not formed. And other sad thing, the COVID also come between that one. So I'm planning to make a visual meeting at Bombay. I booked everything. I made everything. But means the bloody COVID has come as a most opponent party. As some groups of people are standing like that. I'm telling that one. I'm not shaming to tell this. The COVID is as a form of our disparity, as a form of our disunity, as a form of our disobedience become. That's why it's not fulfilled. Otherwise, only one party, only one association not cooperating with us. That time we are going to be make it cut and like that. Same time the COVID comes a big enemy. That's the thing happened. That's the thing happened. I'm very sad. Dr. Janardhan, you are given very enthusiastic speech. But
sir, I want to add few more things. That as an objective for the future, I would suggest that a few things. Or else we have because in between the connection has lost. That is why I am now talking in the mobile.
Yeah.
See now our main objectives are in between 2 minutes. My main contention is that our homeopathic medical is to be revamped radically. Radical change should occur in the system of education in homeopathy. The confidence of our young students has to be raised by giving proper education to them. And my second important suggestion is that in homeopathy, implementation of sufficient PG programs in biochemistry, pathology, radiology, and imaging technology. In this area, we are failing and we are losing the efficiency. And next important thing I want to suggest is that clinical trainings, rigorous training should be imparted to the homeopathy graduates in any of the medical colleges at their choice, irrespective of the system, because they are going to treat the patients and they should be well trained by the government and it should be provided to them. And our homeopathic medical colleges should start fundamental and clinical research extensively. As a research officer in charge, I am very well sure and I have experienced that many of the colleges are not giving proper training in research, and our undergraduate and postgraduate students are inefficient to conduct clinical research in many ways. And in this case, the CCRH and National Commission should take lead role in imparting scientific research in homeopathic medical colleges. And the young aspirants passing out of the homeopathic medical college may be given equal opportunities for securing the knowledge. In fact, immature education system has spoiled the confidence of our young doctors to a great extent. Their confidence is the power of the system and it need to be regained. These are the few points I want to discuss with you. I think time has come for the next expert also to come. Anyway, sir, thank you very much to give me a chance and we will have the discussions. Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. You go with your generosity like that. But the only thing I tell everybody, without cooperation, without unity, we can't do anything.
Absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right. Now we are only 5 people and 5 politics are there. This is the thing. How we can improve? Yes.
Everybody is showing they are correct. I'm not giving any person to focus this one. That everything they're telling about homeopathy, I'm sure, but there is a diversion is there. Then
diverted interest.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem
we are facing nowadays. Yes, that's why our membership is even then very high due to our influence, but our attendance is very low. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Doctor said somebody is not coming. Dr. Shaji, somebody is not coming. Due to some Babaraj, somebody is not coming. Due to Sijavarge, somebody is not coming. That's the problem we are facing. What's the solution is? Find out.
Sir, actually, we have to, apart from the online discussions,
we should sit together and make a solution. How do we come up? Then only the government will tell you.
Sir, we have to conduct these virtual meetings. Along with that, once in a month or once in 2 months, we have to gather together, irrespective of all.
That's my idea. When I'm forming IHA.
Definitely, I will be a part of it, sir. I am interested. I know the weakness of our system. I know the merit of the system. I am enjoying the merit of the system and suffering with the weakness of the system.
That's
so I will be along with you, sir. I am always happy to be a part of this movement.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Janardhan. Thank you.